and be the best that you can be. Pokemon Johto. Everybody wants to make a statement.
Greetings, viewers, and welcome to another episode of The Collection Crib. I'm your host, Tylercloud. Today, we're going to be unboxing the Pokemon Select Trainer Team Series Articulated Figure of Entei. Holy crap, this Pokemon has been teased and delayed for way too long. It was teased for a March release, even though I think it was released in Britain first. And then it was teased for a spring release, and it was not released in spring. And finally, the official date was June 23rd, and it still wasn't on the shelf, but I waited just a couple more days, went into Target today to pick up groceries, thought I'd check out just to see if it was there or not, and it was finally there. I mean, look at this picture. I could not have been any more happier. Entei, the legendary Fire-type Pokemon from the Gold and Silver series, is finally in my collection crib and will join the other legendary Pokemon from the Jazwares articulated figure set. But before we open them up, let's take a look at the back and see what other Pokemon were released. Flygon's cool, even though I'm not really interested in picking him up, even though he has really cool eyes. I mean, I like Flygon better than Toxicity, or Toxic Shock Syndrome as I used to call him. But I just didn't really have any interest. And Tyranitar, I already have a plushie of him. There's no need. So Entei, I could not wait to finally pick him up, but like I said, it just took a while. And, you know, I understand they wanted to sell Flygon and Toxicity as, I wouldn't say quickly as they could, but, you know, I guess I understand why they waited for Entei, just to see how these two would sell. I mean, Flygon's still on the shelf, and they actually discounted Toxicity by $10, so just kind of shows you how great he is compared to Flygon. But nothing compared to how great Entei is, the successor to Moltres in the Gold and the Gold and Silver series, and of course he starred in the Pokemon third movie as the supposed father of the girl Molly in the movie. I believe that was her name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But God, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. But that was actually the first Pokemon movie I saw in theaters. And Entei was, of course, the headliner, kind of like what Mewtwo was in the first movie and Lugia in the second movie. So Entei definitely got the star treatment from the legendary Pokemon Gold and I almost keep saying Golden series. Gold and Silver series. Raikou, of course, kind of got the short end of the stick. And Suicune was, of course, in the TV show. And he was actually in the fourth movie of Pokemon. I kind of messed up when I reviewed Suicune. He was actually in the fourth movie, but didn't really care to see the fourth movie. But I do intend to see it, because, of course, Celebi was the star of the movie. Not exactly Suicune, but, you know, just goes to show you what I know from the fourth movie. Because after the third movie came out, I didn't really exactly pay attention to the movies, except maybe the mysterious Mew movie that came out years later. But Entei, the fire Pokemon, the lion, let's get him open. This has been long overdue for him to come out, and he is finally in the collection crib. And, well, I do love fire types, so it is awesome to finally have him along with Charizard and Typhlosion from the Jazwares collection. And let's open him up. No more delays. I am so excited. They've been teasing him. Who cares about the box? They have been teasing his release for so long. He was released in Britain first, and then teased for a spring release. And finally, he is released during the start of the summer. And I had to wait just a couple more days. I know I'm repeating myself, but hey, what else am I going to say while I open him up? All right. So here's the platform. And of course, the little pole there, which he's going to stand on. And now let's get Entei out officially. If I can. I'm going to have to open this part up. Looks like he's taped to the side there. I'll get it. Up. There we go. Let's turn you around. Yes, Entei. Let's get the strap open. There we go. Get the little other plastic out. And let's get him out. Oh, oh. There's another strap there. Wait a minute. Oop, didn't see that. There we go. Don't think there's any more straps. Double check. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on, Entei. Get his side spikes out, if that's what they're called. They're in there separately, so let's just strap him on there. All right. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Let me move the box really quick. And here he is, Entei. Awesome fire-type Pokemon, legendary from Gold and Silver. He's got like rubbery hair, kind of comes in and out. It's actually all three of his hairs, from the side and the middle. Of course, he can move. Got his black chains there. Not chains, but his bracelets there. The toes can kind of go 360 degrees. He has kind of like cloudy hair, kind of like what Suicune and Raikou have as well. Of course, the main feature for Entei is the spikes on his back. Really, really cool. Fascinating lion fire-type Pokemon. The leopard, the saber-toothed tiger, and the lion are now into the collection crib. Amazing memories trying to catch Entei. Of course, all the legendaries were hard to get from Gold and Silver. They would appear, and then it's just about you were about to attack them or catch them, they would flee, which was annoying, but eventually you would finally be able to track him down and catch him. I wouldn't say with no trouble, but, once you caught him, it was just, hallelujah. So many memories of trying to catch Entei from Gold and Silver, because, Gold and Silver came out in 2000, and when I was able to finally play it in 2001, oh goodness, just like I said, so many memories just floating back. And of course the movie, the Pokemon third movie, The Mysteries of the Unknown, and I can just go on, but we're here to look at the figure. The figure is just phenomenal. Really awesome detail. He's got, of course, his yellow, kind of reminds me of, what is it, like a trident? Like a trident on his head, kind of. And just like the red side hair he's got there. Just really, really awesome figure. So let's go ahead and put him on his respected platform. I think it's upside down. Whoops, no, I had it the right way the first time. So let's go ahead and attach him. And he will now join the rest of the legendary crew from the Jazwares team trainer articulated figures, as well as Suicune, Raikou, Mewtwo, Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. And, well, he's not articulated series per se, but he is Jazwares. He is the Action Battle Lugia. Everybody is here. Now, if they just made Ho-Oh, it would be complete. Or maybe Mew as well. But, hey, Mewtwo, if they don't make a Mew, that's fine. But Ho-Oh, you're kind of overdue in this entire family of Jazwares articulated figures, Action Battle, whatever. Release him as Action Battle or articulated. I don't care. It is just awesome to finally have all these guys from the original red and blue and yellow legendary birds, and now the Gold and Silver legendary lions or beasts, whatever you want to call them. From that weird fire that burned the Arrogate City Tower, that were, what were they, originally dogs or supposed Eevee forms? Who knows? It's a weird legend, but it is just really cool to have these guys. We got Suicune, of course, the beautiful leopard, Raikou, the yellow saber-toothed tiger, and now Entei, the fire lion. What else can I say? Just amazing to have all these guys. And if you have Target near you, please make sure you pick him up. He is just an amazing, amazing find. I wouldn't say the wait was worth it, but it was killing me. Like I said, delay after delay, promise tease, and, the spring release didn't happen. The June 23rd, date didn't happen, but I had to wait a couple more days. That happens sometimes. But hey, if something's released on that day, he is expected to be there on that day, and he wasn't. But, 3-4 days later, here he is. Entei on his respected platform. And, of course, you can open up his mouth, close his mouth. Really, really cool. Move his legs and, forwards and backwards. Kind of like he's running. And, of course, that movie and the scene in the movie where he picks up Ash's mom and makes him, I guess, his wife, which is kind of weird. Beauty and the Beast in Pokemon. Yeah, it's just great. Entei is finally in the collection crib. And if I had to pick, my favorite type for the Legendary series, I think it would be the Fire. I mean, I do love Articuno, and I do like Raikou, but if I had to choose, it would definitely be Moltres and Entei. If they had like Team Valor and the mascot was Entei, I definitely would go for Entei. Suicune, he's okay, even though I think he's just a little bit overrated, because, he was the mascot of Pokemon Crystal. Raikou definitely got the short end of the stick. He looks awesome. And, of course, he got that electric tail, purple, cloudy hair there. And, Lugia was the cover of a game. Mewtwo, of course, the mythical Pokemon that he is. They need to make Celebi. If they're going to make Mewtwo, they got to make Celebi or Mew. But definitely, without a doubt, they got to make Ho-Oh in order to complete every single legendary bird from the Jazwares articulated / action battle series. But as far as I know, I'm just happy with what I have right now. If this is all they release in terms of the mythical Pokemon from the first 2 generations, legendary, mythical, whatever you want to call them, I'll be satisfied. Because, this is perfect. Come on, Ho-Oh, you got to be released. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up this episode with all the Pokemon in order when they were released in generation form. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of this episode of the Collection Crib. I thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And I will see you all next time.